If you still think TikTok is just for silly dance challenges, you could be leaving millions, and I mean millions, on the table. Today, we're going to unpack the playbook that turns those casual scrolls into actual consistent sales, because this isn't just another social app, it's a commerce engine, and we're about to show you how to turn the key.
Let's just start with a number that'll get your attention. $5 million. That's how much one single brand, starting from scratch, made in just 2 years, using only TikTok. That's not just growth, people. That's an explosion.
And that kind of success, it's not a fluke. It's happening on a platform with over 1 billion, that's billion with a B, active users every single month. We're not just talking about reaching a few people here, we're talking about a global marketplace that is ready to discover and buy. Which, brings us to what we can only call the TikTok gold rush. We're in a period where ignoring this platform has become a real business risk. The question isn't, should we be on TikTok anymore? It's, how can we win on TikTok? So, let's break that down. But listen, it's not just about how many users there are, it's how obsessed they are. The average person spends a staggering 95 minutes a day on this platform. Think about that. That's over an hour and a half of focused attention that your brand could be capturing every single day.
So what on earth are people doing for those 95 minutes? Well, I'll tell you what they're not doing, just watching dance videos. They are discovering, they are researching, and they are shopping. This is your untapped customer base, and we're about to see exactly what they're looking for.
I mean, check this out. A full 55% of users, that's more than half, have actually bought something after seeing a brand on the platform. This isn't just passive brand awareness. No, this is a direct line to your cash register. And this really gets to the core of how user behavior has totally shifted. People are now using TikTok like it's a search engine. They aren't just waiting for content to come to them. They're actively looking for solutions, for product recommendations, for new brands to buy from. Your business could be their very next search.
So what can you realistically get done here? Well, you can build a genuine community, create real connections with people. You can generate high-quality leads. And you can drive direct sales with the incredibly powerful, integrated TikTok shop. It's really the perfect mix of community and commerce.
Okay, so you see the opportunity. You get it. Now let's get into the how. This is your business playbook. We're covering the essential strategies you need to get started right away, from picking your account to actually creating your first video. All right, first decision you have to make is what kind of account to use. A business account, well, that gives you all the e-commerce tools, like ads and the TikTok shop, but, and this is a big but, you get a limited library of music. A creator account, on the other hand, unlocks all those viral trending sounds for maximum reach, but it has fewer business tools. So here's the bottom line. If your main goal is to drive sales and run ads, the choice is easy. You need a business account.
Now, before we even get to what you should post, we have to talk about how you should post. And honestly, this quote right here is the single most important rule to remember. You do not need a giant budget. You do not need a Hollywood camera crew. The stuff that performs best feels real, it feels relatable. Just you, talking to your phone camera, can absolutely destroy a slick, polished commercial.
So how do you make that authentic stuff over and over again? Just follow this simple 4-part formula. First, the hook. You have less than 2 seconds to stop their thumb from scrolling. Next up is the loop, which builds curiosity and keeps them watching. Then you deliver the payoff, the value, the solution, the good stuff. And you always end with a clear call to action, telling them exactly what you want them to do next. And hey, if you ever get stuck for ideas, here's a little pro tip for you. Use TikTok's own Creative Center. It's an absolute goldmine, where you can see the top-performing ads, find trending hashtags and sounds. Basically, you can reverse engineer what's already working like crazy on the platform.
Okay, moving beyond organic content, let's talk about putting some money behind your message. Launching your first ad campaign can feel kind of intimidating, but trust me, the platform is actually pretty straightforward. Let's walk through a super simple guide to your paid strategy.
It really just boils down to 4 simple steps. 1. Choose your objective. What do you want people to do? 2. Set your audience and budget. And here's a tip. Start with broader targeting. Let TikTok's powerful algorithm find your customer for you. 3. Upload that authentic video we talked about. And 4. Submit it, and then get ready to optimize. Now, to make any of this paid stuff work, you need one absolutely crucial tool, the TikTok Pixel. Don't let the name scare you. It's just a tiny piece of code you add to your website. Think of it like a little messenger. When someone clicks your ad and then buys something on your site, the pixel runs back to TikTok and says, "Hey, this worked. Go find more people just like that one." It's the key to tracking what actually matters.
So what kind of money do you need to get started? The recommendation is to begin with at least $50 a day and let it run for about 5 to 7 days. Why? Well, you have to give the algorithm enough data and time to learn who your ideal customer is. If you start too low, you're basically starving the algorithm of the information it needs to help you.
Okay, your ad is live, your budget is set. Now for the most important part, measuring what's actually working so you can do more of it. This is where you turn a small, successful test into a massive engine for growth.
Remember that pixel we just talked about? This is where it becomes your best friend. It tracks the entire customer journey on your website, from the moment they land on a page to adding something to their cart, all the way to that final purchase. This data tells you exactly which of your ads are actually making you money.
And here's a super simple, actionable rule of thumb for you. Let your campaign run for about 48 hours. Let it gather some data. After that, just go into your dashboard, pause the ads that aren't working, and start putting more budget behind the ones that are. It's a constant cycle of testing and optimizing.
So how do you scale the winners? Well, once you find an ad that's profitable, the best practice is to increase its budget by about 20 to 35% every day or two. This gradual increase lets you spend more while keeping the algorithm stable and happy, which avoids any sudden drops in performance.
So we've covered the opportunity, the strategy, and the tactics. The audience is there, and they are buying. You now have the entire playbook to turn those scrolls into sales. Your next customer is scrolling through their feed right this second. The only question left is, will they see you?